All right, 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 all right. How are we all doing this fine afternoon? The first official day of fall, autumn, however you want to put it. The best time of the year here. The best time of the year. And that's not because you got all these people going, oh my God, it's the opening or the thinning of the veil. Oh my God, the veil. It's opening, it's thinning. We're all doomed. We're all doomed. And that's not why it's the best time of the year. It's just, it is. It is awesome. You know why? Because they start release. Well, they have been releasing for a while pumpkin ales. I love pumpkin ales. I do. I've always loved them. And when they get creative, they're even better. But I just picked this. I just picked this one up earlier today because I saw it. I'm like, God, gotta grab it, check it out. But I haven't cracked one open. I'll wait. But this kind of reminds me of when I was a kid. Halloween and the loot bags you used to get. They had all those, the art on it, the real cheesy 70s, 80s art. Well, and the name, like, I mean, look at that. Satan's pillowcase. What the hell? Satan's pillowcase. And if anybody knows anything, why it's a pillowcase, why do they call it a pillowcase? But I mean, look at the art, Isn't that cool? That is, I love that. That is so awesome. And of course, Refined Fool is the name of the brewing company, right? That's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. It's only 5.6, but pillowcase. I mean, when we went trick or treating, we all brought pillowcases. Hey, Adrian, how are you? We brought out pillowcases to get as much candy as possible. Dazzy, what's up, buddy? As much candy as possible. So there you go. Satan's pale bag. Yeah, boy. Yeah, exactly. That's funny. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's got that Rick and Morty sort of look to it. But if you know anything about, like, let's see, hold on. Let's see if I can pull it up. Oh. here, here you go. This is what they used to look like, man. This is you know. Uh, Hold on, let's see. Share this. See, they used to look like that. They used to look like that. That's the way they used to look like back in the 70s, 80s. And I think my favorite one was always, you know, this one here. They're going up to the old haunted house and the witch in the sky and the full moon in behind. And, it was always the creepiest one. But, people used to just put shitloads of little candies in there. They're called loot bags, Halloween loot bags. And now, well, not now, but back when, I was a kid, we used, in the beginning it was, you had those plastic pumpkins with the handle. When you're smaller, you fill that up. And there came a time and you're like, wait a sec, this thing is not nearly as big as it should be. Well, I need to have something larger. And back then they never made things, Large Halloween buckets, as they used to call them. But, they, hold on. Apparently there we go. I don't know. How do I sound, guys? Does it sound okay? I don't know. apparently I'm. Anyways, so we used to use pillowcases after a while, because I mean, you could fit so much in the pillowcase. And, if you filled it up, you'd hurry on home, dump it, and go back out, because there'd always be people late, and we're talking about, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, still giving out candies. They were just wanting to get rid of the rest of their candy. So you'd go up to these houses, and they literally just dump what they have left into your pillowcase. There you go, guys. Have fun. Have fun. And of course, just like anything in life, you had to be careful. I mean, your parents would have to go through what you collected just to make sure there wasn't anything wrong. Because I mean, at first it was a myth, and then it started to happen. Candy slipped with razor blades, and apples with razor blades in them, and so on and so on. And it became such a fucking problem. I think the myth became more of a legend than anything, although it did happen, but rare. It was a rarer occasion that something like that would happen. But you'd always have to make sure, because I mean, you're worried. Obviously, you're worried, because I mean, literally, there are psychopaths out there that do that shit for the fun of it. For the fun of it, right? So anyhow, so you kind of look, and I'm like, yeah, let's see this. Hold on. Let's see, So that kind of reminds me of the old Halloween loot bags, Sort of nostalgic in its appearance. But I love it though. Satan's pillowcase pumpkin ale. Oh, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Anyways, this is going to be a short one, guys. Got a whole bunch to do today, and let me get rid of that. A whole bunch to do today. Busy. But did you guys catch the show last night with Matt Benton and Joe Vitale? I'm screwing his name up again, I'm sure, but talking about their documentary, Evil on Earth. I'll probably watch it probably sometime tomorrow. I wanted to watch it earlier, but just I don't have time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it. And again, if you didn't watch the show, please watch it. It's there in the archives, like usual. And you can listen to it on the New Visions Radio Network during its rebroadcast. I believe they rebroadcast it every night throughout the week at a certain time. I don't know. It's been a while since I've looked at when they rebroadcast things, but if you want to listen to it, you can listen to it on the New Visions Radio Network, of course, that as well. And I believe you can listen to it via Tuned In as well, because New Visions Radio Network is on Tuned In as well. So you can listen to it there as well. I don't know if they have the rebroadcasts on Tuned In or it's just a live. I don't know. I haven't really paid attention to that. I do believe they probably have both, though, because I mean, there's points when they do rebroadcast throughout the week in the wee hours of the morning here, at night, late at night. Like I said, our start time is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I think they do play it around the same time or later, at least once a night, once or twice. I don't know, 3 times a week, something like that. I'd have to look at the schedule again. But anyways, really had a good time last night. I think, it was a good show, Tim. It was. I really enjoyed having them on, and look forward to having a dark discussion. Well, you know what? We're having a dark discussions probably the 12th, I think it is, October 12th. Let me look here. October 12th, we're going to have our first dark discussions of the year. Just in time for Halloween. And we probably will gear it towards, things that are sort of, geared towards this type of the year, the thinning of the veil. And, really, do we need to? Do we need to? Do we need to worry about the thinning of the veil? Is it necessary? Is it? I don't. Whatever. We're going to talk about that stuff and more. Open, healthy, you know, raw, anything goes conversation like we used to have, like we always have, right? One of the reasons why we haven't monetized is because of that. I feel that, making this, 18 plus, makes it tough. Makes it really, really tough. So I don't know. Again, that's one of the reasons why we're kind of like sitting on the edge. I'm wanting to monetize and changing the way we are. I don't want to change the way the show is. I don't want to change that if it's not necessary. So, and that's why, your donations obviously help out. And I want to say thank you to those who have donated already. We're probably a quarter to our goal. We're about 112, $115 dollars so far that have been donated or merch has been bought so far. We're looking to at least 500. If we don't get to 500, that's fine. But anything helps, and it helps us with getting StreamYard for the year, paying for StreamYard for the year. Again, we've looked at all outlets and everything else, and yeah, things are cheaper, but so are the platforms. We find that StreamYard seems to be the best option, even though it's a little bit more expensive. It's the best option. Being able to broadcast in 1080p and so on and so on. Hey Tony, how are you? Good to see you. It's because when you look at the other platforms, yeah, you could pay. It's cheaper. It's like a third of the cost. But then when you want to broadcast 1080p, then the cost goes up, right? Then the cost goes up, right? Then you're paying pretty much on par with StreamYard, with what StreamYard charges to broadcast in 1080p and so on and so on. Hey Tom, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, exactly, Tim. It's definitely, like I said, I've test run a few things, even Streamlabs. I like Streamlabs, but you know what? It's faulty. I find, and I know some issues with if you have multiple people on the platform, it starts to freeze up and everything else. So I don't know, my net is so unreliable. Every once in a while, you'll notice me freeze up, and it's just, yeah, stream yank. Stream yank. Here you go, Tom. Tom, I got a beer for you, buddy. There you go. There you go. Oh, isn't that hilarious? I love it. That's hilarious. Yeah. Just reading the chat. So, anyways, yeah. Anyhow, like I said, we're about a third of the way of Satan's puke. Yeah, we'll find out. I haven't tried it yet, so let's see. Surrender your soul to the. Hold on. To the devilishly drinkable pumpkin treat. Foolishly good beer. We'll see. All the other stuff's good, but we'll find out if it's Satan's puke or not. Hopefully it's good. I mean, I'm a big. I like pumpkin ales. I think they're good. I mean, yeah, there's just like anything. Uh, just like anything, it's the same. You know, you have your good variations, and then you have your shit variations, and hopefully this isn't a shit variation. Hopefully it's a good one, but we'll see. Yeah. I will be doing a couple things too. I'm going to film a scouting trip to the woodlot to see what we're up against before we start filming in late October, early October. The last episode of the Dark Woodlot, and everything goes. I mean, so we're just getting it all planned out, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna be filming the scouting mission out there. You guys can see it. You can see it in the daylight. You've seen it in the daylight before, but I'm going to be a little bit more thorough, so you'll be able to see it. Yeah, of course. Terrifier 4. You knew it was going to happen. I mean, come on. Art's the clown, man. Art's the bomb. Everybody likes Art now. You know, he's the new horror icon for the new generation, right? So, I'm going to be doing that. Then I'm going to be filming an Explore, guys. Yeah, that's right. I'm filming an Explore to a secret location. Probably, I think that might be Thursday. If all goes well, I might be doing that Thursday. And that will be made available when it's finished, hopefully next week sometime. I should have it finished. But hopefully, if the weather holds out, I will. Because today's, I wanted to go today, but today it's horrible out. It's raining. Well, it's not raining right now. It's just, but it was pouring out earlier. So I don't know. But anyways, that'll probably hopefully be done by next week, and it'll be dropped. And again, I don't know. I don't know. Is it going to be something where if you make a donation, I'll give you the link to watch? I hate doing that, but we need to make some money, guys. We need to drop some coins here and help us pay for StreamYard for the season, for the year. So anything goes. Any amount, guys. If you can donate, you're the best. Thank you. If you can't, you can't. That's the way it goes. That's fine. But if you can help out, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And again, everything, even with the merch, if you buy merch, that goes right into paying for this new season as well. Which so far we've collected, I think about $115 so far. So that's again, once again, thank you guys for donating. You can donate when you go to PayPal, and again, all the information is on our description page here for this. To the UG Live. Oh, okay. So there. Let me just get this out of the way here. Yeah, the loot bags are the fucking best, man. Oh, let me see. Some of the other ones that they're not the same. Loot bags aren't the same. They're not. They're not the same as they were when we were kids. Well, when I was a kid, anyways. Oh, this would have been cool. Oh, that would have been awesome. Oh. And you can seriously buy them. Holy crap. Wow. Incredible. On eBay, of course. That's hilarious. Wow. eBay's got a shitload of them. I'm surprised. Still in the packaging. Let's see. I mean, they're not vintage ones. It is vintage. Okay, this is. Oh, let's see here. This is vintage, and it doesn't tell you roughly the year. You can tell the vintage ones. I mean, they're fucking expensive as shit. Hold on. See, like I said, this one's from the '60s. This was the best one. You know, when I was a kid, they use this. They use this one for years. You know, they use this one for years. Hold on. And I showed you. Okay. You know, they used to. This was the best one, man. You know, it was the creepiest one. Yeah, and obviously that's the problem now. The counterfeit bullshit that's out there now. It's such a shame, but like anything, right? But that was always the classic one, the one I liked the most. And then you had let's see, here's 8. Ooh, let's see. Ooh, the graveyard one's cool too. Let's see. Oh, dudes, where is it? That graveyard one is awesome. Hold on, this grave one. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. This is actually really cool. Hey, the graveware. That the one on the left. Hey, right above me there. That's the best one. That's awesome. I love that. That's the best one. Let's see. And all 8 of them. All 8 of them. These are from the '60s and '70s. Let's see. Uh, oh well. Well, you know what? They do have I have a T-shirt one too. Hold on, I'll show you. Hold on. Give me a sec. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. All right. By the way, check it out, dudes. Hold on. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. There's the new T-shirt, man. The new Mothman T-shirt. Isn't that awesome? It turned out really well, man. It really did. I really, really like that T-shirt. Yeah, that's awesome. There we go. And okay, so here's the trick or treat. Yeah. Isn't that cool? Fucking looks like the one dude looks like Beavis and Butthead. But I saw this shirt, I'm like, fuck, I love that, man. It's classic. It's classic, you know? That is awesome. I love that T-shirt. Right? Yep. They are awesome, man. They're really cool. They're really cool. So yeah, well, cool, Tim. Yeah, because we may only keep them up. We may keep them till around then. Hold on, let me just fix this. Till then, you know, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah. But thank you to everyone who's bought one already. A few people have bought one. Do we have caps? What ball caps, beanies, hats? What do you mean, winter hats? Tell me. Let me know what you mean by caps. If you're talking about the lawnmower man is outside. Yeah, you can hear it, eh? Baseball caps. Yeah, I think we got baseball caps. I don't know. I have to look. Yeah, the lawnmower's out. I got my window open. It's warm. It's a warm day. It's like, even though it's raining, I think it's 24, but with the humidity, it feels like 31, which is insane. It's fucking insane. Come on. It's the first day of fucking autumn. Let me just, this logo, the Mothman logo? Hold on, let's see. I don't know if we have baseball caps or not. Let me look. I'm wondering. Alex usually deals with the merch store, so let me see. No, we got beanies. Let's see. But we can make hats. No, they just they don't. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Where are we? Okay, let me just see. I'm just looking at stores. Let's see. Yeah, you can't. I'd have to ask Alex. Let me see if it. 'Cause, Tony, take care, buddy. Good to see you. Okay, let me just see here. Let me just find out here. All right. So yeah, it doesn't show you. Yeah, he doesn't have anything on his. Hold on, let's see here. I'm just looking at the different stores on where ours is to get an idea. I'm assuming they would have caps. Yeah, they do. They do. They absolutely do. Embroidered too. Oh, dude. Yeah, actually they do. Okay. Yeah, just he's looking into it now. I think they do though. I looking at other stores, they do have them. This building watch sold 3 years. What kind of watches? What kind of watches? That's pretty cool. Watches. Oh, let's see here. All right. Yeah, it looks like they do have them. So maybe we'll give them a look into. We'll give them a look too. Gotcha. Cool, Tim. Cool. Cool. But we also have we also got this guy obviously too. I also have that guy, which I'll probably grab as well. And it's one of the zip down. It's got the original logo on the front, right? And it's got the new Mothman on the back. And you know, I was actually super happy how they turned out. I thought for sure there was going to be an issue with them. You know, I thought there was going to be an issue with them. You know, the design wasn't going to take to the custom print, but they actually turned out really well. Like I said, I love this T-shirt. I think this T-shirt's awesome. The print is awesome. You know, it's kind of got that. It's got that classic sort of T-shirt vibe to it. You know. and the Mothman looks cool. Looks awesome. Hey, you're live now. Light is not. No, it's not. It's not. I only put it on. Hey, by the way, All Reviews UK. I only put it on during the actual show, the radio show, which is every Sunday night. That's the only time I put the live radio on. Yeah, but yeah, that's the. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people are like that, Tim. I prefer the pullovers. I prefer the pullovers. I know Alex likes the zip ups, which I don't mind them either, but I prefer the pull ups. But this one's pretty good. I think with this, the quality is better with the zip ups with this merch store. The quality is better with these, so I could see that. That's fine. Like I said, I'm just happy the T-shirt turned out really well. Uh, you know, I think that was one of the main focuses with this one. To test it on the T-shirt first. We did a test drive, and obviously I grabbed the shirt to test it to make sure it was good enough quality, and I was super happy with the way it turned out. So now it's next to grab this, and like I said, I know Alex has a Nocturnal Frequency classic logo pullover, and he said it the quality's a lot better, so that's cool because I've got a classic pullover for Nocturnal Frequency Radio, and it's okay. The quality is so, but the quality is better with this one apparently. So of course that is all but all profits to that because we've lowered the prices on these, and all of it, 100% of what we get back from the sale of these, our take goes back into the running of this for the whole year, right? For the whole year, which guys, as you know, we just started season 18 off. This is the Sunday night. We're going into episode 4 already. Holy crap. Episode 4 with Jarrett Proctor of Man vs. Ghost. Looking forward to having him on the show. It was great having Matt Binton and Joe Vitale on last night to talk about the documentary, which is available on Prime. I believe it's in the UK as well on Prime, which is Evil Unearthed. Check it out. Let me know what you guys think of it. If you do check it out, let me know what you think of it. I've got the link. I'm going to watch it probably sometime tomorrow if I get a chance. I'm hoping. I was hoping to watch it earlier today, but I unfortunately could not watch it today. Too busy. So much shit going on. That's why this is only going to be a short one. But yeah, and again, if you want to make a donation, by all means, please, again, go to PayPal and just go to, like I said, all the information is in the show notes here, description on YouTube, and so on and so on. You do your advantage, monetize. Yeah, could, but I mean, like I said, things would drastically change in terms of how we would really have to watch ourselves and what we say and what we do and shit like that. And you know how we don't really like doing that. I mean, we like to be as open and transparent as possible. And I don't like the fact we're open, raw, and everything else, anything goes. And it's sad that YouTube has made that very difficult. But as much as we don't want to, I mean, it's getting to that point where we may have to. But I'm like holding out. Maybe we don't have to, at least in this point in time. Right? So we'll see. Like we like having those off the rail public conversations, shows, streams every once in a while. We do. We didn't have one. Unfortunately, we didn't have one for Gareth this year. I was, well, we did, but it didn't really turn out too well. I was hoping to get Percy on, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to hear back from him. So, but yeah, you guys know the Friday Night Howls, the good old Friday Night Howls from Mindset Central. You know, Gareth did a great job with those. So I mean, you want to kind of keep that sort of presence going, and if you monetize, yeah, you kind of lose that. Or do you? I mean, Matt does it all the time, right? I mean, Matt's monetized and he does it all the time. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. We're giving it a lot of serious thought as to what we want to do, but like I said, we'll give it a thought. You can have another challenge to do. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you could do that as well. You could do that. Well, I do have my channel, my original channel, right? Well, let's see. Where are we? And if you haven't subbed to my original channel, by all means do it. It's been pretty dormant, but there you go. Please sub to my original channel. And I have done some lives on there, but lately I haven't. Yeah, I'll have a chat with Matt. I probably will, and see what he does. But I know one of them is probably going to going to thank you, Dazzy. Yeah, like that was I've had that channel since God, I think. Hold on, gosh, shitload. Since 2006. Holy crap, 2006. Wow, when did YouTube start? Let's see. 2005. Wow, February 2005. Holy shit, man! I've had that for almost 20 years. Wow. And there's some vids I have on there. Holy crap! I have some vids on there that let's see, some trailers on there that the Waverly Ball. Holy shit! The Waverly Ball, which was put up 17 years ago, it's got 16K. The trailer for The Witchmaker, 53K. I haven't even looked at this. The Concilier, 4.5K. Holy shit, I didn't realize it had this many views. I got some of the NFR archives up there as well. Some of the old classic shows. like the Thomas B. Allen interview. For those of you who may not know who he is, he's the author of Possessed, which is the true story behind The Exorcist. Um, let's see, what else? What else I have? Holy shit, I got all sorts of shit on there. Let's go back. Holy crap. Wow. There's a lot there, but yeah. There you go. Anyways, sub to it. Wow, I got my Halloween set up from 2022. I really need to change it this year. I really need to get something to add to it. Uh, yeah. Anyways, there you go. That's the channel. That's the channel. I have done, like I said, I've done some lives on that channel. It's been a while since I've done the lives on that channel. Let me just see. I used to do late night with the zombie man. Let's see. Late night. The last time. Not so. That was, holy shit. The last live show I did there was 2 years ago. Wow. What a difference. What a difference. What a difference. I may start doing it again. I don't know. NTO. NTO. You want some vids in TO? What do you want done in TO? What, you just want to you want to see downtown Toronto? What about TO? What do you want to see in TO? Film reviews with a panel. Yeah, I've done that. I've done that. I don't know if I really want to go through that anymore, Tim. I mean, I used to run Cinema Nocturna, the webzine, and oh man, film reviews. Holy shit, man! I think I'm done with that. I mean, I love talking about films, but I don't know if I really have to. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Who knows? What did you want to see in TO, Tom? Let me know. I could do some vids in TO. Walk around TO. Do CN Tower and some streams from the famous film locations. I could do that, yeah. I could do that. Hey B, how are you? Yeah, I see. We're still trying to figure out a way of doing that. B. I would really love to have the Collins. I really miss the Collins. I really do. That was the best part of the show, the live Collins. So we're just trying to figure out how we can do that again. Because again, the network we're on doesn't have that capability, unfortunately. Back in the day, it was a part of Blog Talk Radio when we used to do Blog Talk. In the beginning, it was free, and then you had to pay. But we stuck around simply because of the live call-in shows. The live dedicated line. Those are great. And you know what? I'm still going through some of the old archives. I'm still going through some of the old archives to find some of those calls because there's a couple I remember distinctively that were just out of this world. You're like, what the hell? Where did that one come from? And they just appear, and you're like, what the hell? Where did that come from? They were the best. You know, but at the same time, some of the people who called in were amazing. Like, I mean, some of the conversations we had with people that called in were just intelligent conversations about the paranormal. So it was really cool. I mean, it balanced itself out. And again, remember, we were in the beginning. We were live between 11 p.m. at night and 1 a.m. in the morning, right? So you're going to get a lot more of the nut jobs that early in the morning or that late at night. Well, later on at night, blah blah blah. Then we would 9 to 11 how we are now. But you never know. I mean, people love to crank. I mean, come on, who doesn't? I mean, when I was a teenager, we used to pick up the phone and crank call. I mean, it's a little harder nowadays. But everybody's got call display and blah blah blah, and bah, it's no fun anymore. Hell, I remember back in the day when you used to have the party lines. I remember calling into a radio station here one time, and the radio the phone number was hacked. It was hacked. Somebody hacked into it, and we're funneling and rerouting 10% of the calls to this this free party line, party chat thing. That was pretty cool. Back in the day when, this is way before, the net had taken off and it was a thing. And yeah, there were cell phones, but they're big clunkers and only the rich had them, you know? Hey, like I said, Tom, I'm all for it, man. If you guys want to do that, absolutely. You just let me know, and I'm all for it. All for it. Like I said, with the, especially with the, Urbageddon coming up in October. That'd be pretty cool. Doing a live, covering a live feed from that. That'd be awesome. I'd love to do that. That'd be great. That would be great. That'd be awesome. But you know what? We continue to see what we can do with the live call-in. I mean, in the U.S., they have a couple options that aren't available here. I mean, we could use WhatsApp app, but the thing is, then it gives away our phone numbers, and you don't really want that. You want a dedicated line to the show, right? So that sounds good, Tom. I'm always up for a good traditional English pub. Absolutely. I just have to get my ass over there for it in real time. Absolutely. You let me. Okay, here, look. Let me see. You tell me when a good time is, because 5-hour difference. I mean, what night is good? What night is good for you? What night is good? What night is good for you? Friday, Saturday? You let me know. Friday and Saturdays preferably, right? We could do it then. And any time, Hey Shar, how are you? Good to see you. Get a burner number, yeah. Exactly. We could do that. And there's so many things. Like I said, I'm looking into it, and we'll eventually get it. We'll get it. We'll get it down. We'll get it down, man. We'll get it. We'll get there. We'll get there. Right? Hey, Andrea, how are you? Good to see you. We'll get there. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. And, I have to end this, though. I have to get going. But I want to thank everybody who's donated so far. We're about, I don't know, $120 roughly. $120 into about 400 or 500 total that we're looking to pay for StreamYard for the year. And any merch. If you guys have bought merch, thank you. Really appreciate it. Anything helps. Everything helps. Doesn't matter if it's $5, whatever. I don't give a shit. I want to thank you for helping out. Again, this Sunday night, episode 4, season 18, we have Man vs. Ghost coming on. Jared Proctor will be joining us. And if you didn't check out last night's show, check it out, man. Evil on Earth with Matt and Joe. Great show. And our good friend Jeff was in the guest hosting seat. So, guys, check it out. Like, subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Please subscribe. And of course, leave your comments. Guys, don't be bashful. Leave your comments, your ideas, your suggestions, your recommendations. We want to hear it all. We do. All right. And until the next time, I may be here Thursday. I don't know. Thursday morning. I don't know. Who knows? Thursday afternoon. Depends. Like I said, I've got a secret location to go explore and film for you guys. We'll see how that goes. If it doesn't fare well, then I will be here. Until then, guys, take care and thank you all. Really appreciate you. Have a good day. Have a good week, and we'll see you later, okay? See you guys.